Good evening. This is Anthony Bidwell. Unfortunately, I'm unable to attend tonight's back to school night, but in replacement of not being there, I will walk you through a PowerPoint that will give you specific information regarding American History Hybrid class. First, my contact information. You'll see my phone number listed right here. Also my email address, as well as my office hours, and then the actual website, which will house some of the material regarding American History Hybrid, but most American History Hybrid material will be found on the Moodle website, which I'll talk more about later in this presentation. The description of the hybrid class will walk you through three trimesters, looking at the various content outlined here in the text. I will also put this presentation online, or which you should be viewing right now online on my Google website or my Moodle website. So the first trimester will consist of Units 1, 2, 3, and 4. Units 1 will cover Colonial America, which are chapters 1 and 3 out of the whole text. We'll spend 2 weeks on Colonial America. Unit 2 will be Creating a Nation. This unit will be 3 to 5 weeks, where we'll look at chapters 4 and 6 in the whole text. Unit 3 will be the third unit in trimester 1, and that will focus on growth and change in the 1800s, and that will encompass chapters 7, 9, and 10. Notice there's a skip of 8 in this unit, and that will take about 3 weeks as well, and that'll cover weeks 6 and 8 of trimester 1. And the last unit of trimester 1 will be the Civil War and the Reconstruction era, which will encompass chapters 8, 11, 12, and 13, and that will take 3 weeks as well. And then the final exam will be the trimester final, which will be assessed on either 11/25 or 11/26 of 2014. Trimester 2 you can read as follows, and trimester 3 as well. For the American History Hybrid class is a unique class. It's the only 11th grade class offered in hybrid format. What the format focuses on is student-centered learning. It's very flexible in terms of students that want to take advantage of virtual days or work at their own time and manage their busy teenage schedules. It's also non-traditional, which is similar to the transition we see in post-secondary educational environments. It's the opportunity for immediate feedback through the Moodle site, so as soon as an assignment's completed, there's instantaneous feedback, as well as weekly rubrics that are sent out. We have increased participation. Last year we only had 1 class of American History Hybrid, and this year we have 2 classes. And also within a traditional environment, we see students that can monopolize environments where it's not so much of a democracy. What does it look like? There are 3 components. The first is seminar days. These are mandatory days for students to attend class on a normal bell schedule. For this class, it's a 6-period class, and so they will attend class at 2:05 when they will be expected to be in their seat at 2:05 when the bell rings for 6th hour. Flex days will be students that will report because of failed attendance for seminar days, or they are missing assignments, or they clearly don't understand some of the content that's being taught. And flex days will be notified to the students via email, indicating also a list will be posted on my Moodle website for them to attend flex days. And then there'll be virtual days. There'll be 3 of them in the course of a week. And those days pertaining to the section I'll allude to on the next slide. But during virtual days, students will engage in digital learning outside of the classroom or in the virtual lab, which is a designated area in the media center, which is known as the OWL or the South End. We have 2 sections, as I referred to earlier. So period 6, section 1 will meet on Mondays for seminar days. Those are mandatory days, as I previously mentioned. Wednesdays are flex days, and all other days, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, will be virtual days. During these virtual days, they will be expected to stay on campus. Otherwise, they will be issued a pass to leave campus. The second section of period 6, so again, if you are signed up for period 6, section 2, your seminar day will be on Tuesdays, your flex day will be on Thursdays, and Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be virtual days. During the course of the week, students also can come in during office hours, which I already indicated are before and after schools, if they have any questions pertaining to the procedure of a hybrid class or any content questions. The pace of a hybrid class. Sunday or Monday, they will start the week by looking first at the unit, which is listed at the top of the Moodle page, also the week of which we are currently on. So in other words, when we start week 1, they'll be on Unit 1, week 1, looking at New America, the New Americas, and they will complete a weekly video prompt. So they'll watch a video prompt roughly between the time limits of 5, or between the time of 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and then they will begin their assigned reading. What I would encourage some students to do at this time is also view the notes, which are screencast. So again, they're narrated with the content pictured in a visual format, where they can watch that, reverse it, play it over again, use it as needed to understand the key concepts or content for that week, and they can also use their text to cross-examine what is being taught in the PowerPoints, which essentially distilled important information from the text. Tuesday or Thursday, they will finish their weekly reading. They'll review their online notes and screencast again. They will begin their weekly assignment. By Thursday, they should finish their weekly assignment. Friday, they will start and take their weekly quiz. They will have 2 attempts at this quiz, and I will take a composite score of both attempts. And Saturday or Sunday, they will wrap up the week with the summative weekly learning blog. And this process will be repeated for the 11 weeks of trimester 1, and then week 12 will be the trimester 1 final exam. The learning management system that will be used for this class will be a Moodle management system. Each student will be given an enrollment key for entering my hybrid class on Moodle, and with that they will have a username, which they will then enroll in on a daily basis to complete all the assignments I described on the previous slide. Every student will create an account. As I mentioned, they will complete all assignments online and submit them via Moodle. All assignments are based on weeks. So in other words, week 1, the students will complete a video prompt, an assignment, a quiz, and a learning blog. They will do that for weeks 1 through 11. Weekly rubrics will look somewhat like this, although this is slightly outdated. The updated version has a quiz as a 4th category. The scores are as follows. The only score that receives more than 4 points will be the weekly assignment. That will be 4 points. So for a weekly total of 10, not what's indicated here of 8 points. How I grade the work is based on the quality. Again, what a 2 would get, what a 1.5 would get, what a 1 would get would be developing, what a 0.5 would get would be weak, missing would receive a 0. So again, I will follow this rubric as I grade each of the assignments submitted. The only assignment on this list that is summative is going to be the learning blog, which I'll talk more about later in this presentation. The summative assessments. Weekly learning blog. Students must provide evidence from the week's assignments and comprehensively answer the questions thoroughly. The responses must show high order understanding using historically accurate facts and events for every response or opinion that starts out a response. Each learning block per week will be worth 2 points. This will be 42% of their overall summative grade. The trimester final will be a 100-point multiple choice test. Each question is worth 1/5 of a point. The trimester final will compose 43% of their summative assessments. The test review will be a comprehensive review of all the trimester's standards and benchmarks, which they will complete on their own, and they will submit it the day of the final. This will be 5 points. This will be 15% of their grade. All 3 of these summative assessments will account for 90% of their overall grade. And let me backtrack, I'm sorry. And formative assessments will be 10% of their grade, and the formative assessments will be the video prompt, the assignment, and the quizzes that are completed on a weekly basis. Tips for success: follow the weekly plan, don't deviate from it, do not procrastinate, follow my plan of action for every week, know the weekly rubrics, so understand why you're losing points and what you need to do to attain full points, know how to complete assignments using historically significant facts and events, using additional helpful tools, websites, other books is extremely helpful when completing some of these assignments. Know how you're graded. Very important to use historical facts and events in your learning blogs. Not just using one or two, but using all the read the question carefully, know what the question's asking, and list all the pertinent facts and events that support your understanding of that question. Turn work in on time and make sure you review my weekly feedback. All right, that concludes American History Hybrid. Please go back to the first slide if you have any questions and email me directly. And again, I thank you for your time, and I look forward to having your son or daughter in my American History Hybrid class. Enjoy your time here at Back to School Night at Eastridge High School.